Hey, what's up guys, Tony here, and you're watching some more iRacing. This is of course the IMSA Sports Car Championship Series. We are at Montreal, or something like that. French is horrible. So anyways, this is the only race from this week that I actually ran. I wanted to run the 4 GT, but for some reason, when I got into the practice sessions at the beginning of the week, they were awesome. And I really loved the 4 GT. I was having a hard time with the curbs. The Ferrari handled them way better, but I was really loving the 4 GT, the Ferrari more so, and I was faster in the Ferrari. As the week progressed and as I practiced, it seems like the practice sessions got hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, and the 4 GT just didn't really enjoy the track, and so I just kind of opted to do the one race. Really, it's just that, and I just didn't seem to find the time. But I also, this particular week, actually had reattached my track IR. Hadn't used it in a good long time, so I was like, you know what, I've been watching a lot of VR videos. You know, I want to see if I can kind of simulate that with my track IR and triple monitors. And so I did that. So part of it, I think a part of my issues with the 4 GT was that I was really having a hard time adapting to track IR again. Like, it wasn't making me dizzy, it wasn't making it was going from, you know, flat screens, static surfaces to you know, a moving camera. It was not jarring, but it just threw me off my game, because it just was, and it's probably a bad idea to do that in the middle of the season anyways. But like I said, I've been watching a ton of VR videos, and I'm just like, yeah, I really want to get that sense of immersion, and so I went for it. This video is going to be about 20 minutes long. It's a good battle that I had through, gosh, I think lap 13 or 14, I think it was, and it was just a fun race overall. I wasn't the fastest by any stretch of the imagination, sure wasn't the slowest, but I did my best to sort of, like, I sunk my claws into a couple of guys, and I was just hanging on for dear life, and so you'll see what happens towards the end of that. But it ended up being a really good race for me. I think I finished, I qualified 15th and I finished 9th. So it wasn't, I didn't jump a whole bunch of spots, but I got enough. You know, it was a decent sized strength of field. So anyways, guys, next week is, well, this weekend I'm actually going to be taking off to go to Atlanta. I'll be back mid next week. So as far as video production, you know, it's going to be kind of slow. I'll see if I can try to pump out the Interlagos video, because the ones that I do have, they're all live recorded with VR. And I do want to start talking about VR and get on to the rest of the season. So I look forward to that. Hopefully, gosh, hopefully I can get it done and get one posted during the weekend, over the weekend. So maybe I'll just have to schedule it as an upload and get it out Saturday or something like that. So want to show you guys some VR. I want to talk about VR and my thoughts on VR, my first impressions, and then kind of where I am now a couple weeks later, just to give you guys a thought. If you've been looking at VR or want to get VR, you know, I'll give you sort of my honest take on it as of right now. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.